Karen did a great job for us here at the Texas Fairs Convention. She made us laugh and she let us know about all those generations that we have to deal with.
Hi, I loved Karen McCullough. She was awesome.
I'm a traditionalist. I'm 90 years old and I love Karen. I really appreciated her speech today.
I related to everything that she said for Gen X, and boy does she love Gen X.
The number one trend that is going on right now, the number one trend in 2012 is that we are in a human-centric business. That means that it's about relationships. It means that business is going on right now, but it's the relationships that we're carrying, the relationships that we have with each other that are helping us grow our business. If you do good and you help me, we are going to do good together. So we are leaving that competitive nature and we're moving into a more human-centric time. And the reason that I love talking about this so much is because a lot of it has to do with generations. A lot of it has to do with the way you raised your kids. Challenges, right? They're just a little bit different. They look at the world a little bit differently, and they're shaking things up, right? So I don't care what your age is. My dad just passed away. Don't be sad. He was 105. My mom, 98. No meds, no meds. I got scared. I took a test on the internet to see how old I would live to be. It came at 118. I started smoking. You're going to live a lot longer. So you've got to make a plan. How are you going to live in these next 20 years? What kind of life do you want? Are you going to be open to change, open to young people? Or are you going to be mad? I'm mad. I hate those kids. So we're kind of gentle inside. Our inner child's been kind of damaged. Many baby boomers are still reading self-help books. We're trying to figure all this out, right? We're looking for soulmates and love. That's who we are. We want you to appreciate us because we work. We work hard. And we love to tell you how much we work, right? I worked all weekend. I can't believe how tired I am. Now, you're telling that to a Gen X, they are not getting it, man. They're looking at you going, why? Why? Right now, how you were raised and when you got your first computer is going to kind of determine how close you are getting to the younger generation. So it doesn't matter about your age. It's going to be how your mom and dad raised you. And you would take these tapes and you would give them to your friends. And if your name was Sarah or Jim or Tom, you would call it Tom's Mix. Does anybody remember this? Yeah. Now think about this. Why am I telling you this? Because Gen X is the most creative of all the generations, and sometimes they're not given credit. You see, we called you slacker. When Gen X came on the scene, the baby boomer called you a slacker because you did things very differently. But Gen X, I want you to go back to when you were a kid. I want you to go back to those days when the technology was really all about duct tape. There was nothing else. You had to rig everything together. There was no symphony behind you by playing the pad. There was no iPad. There was no iPhone. You created your own world, and you loved your music, and you loved your movies. 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, whoa, yeah. And how many times did you watch them? A lot. So baby boomers, it's our time, and maybe you don't want to hear this. It's our time to look at the Gen X that you're working with, to look at your team, to look at your family, and to step aside, to guide and mentor them, and to give them the leadership roles that they need. And Gen X, it's your time. It's your time to step up. We want to hear your voice because you're going to be the ones. You're going to be the ones that are going to be really talking about Medicare. You're going to be the ones that are going to be dealing with Social Security. We need you to speak up. You're creative. You're innovative. We left you alone. But you're the smallest of all the generations. There's only 50 million of you. There's 80 million baby boomers, and we don't know, 80 million plus Gen Y. You are sandwiched in between two of the most self-absorbed generations there are. So you've got to speak up, Gen X, okay? The neighbor kid is missing. We put missing kids on milk cartons. We're sorry. We scared you. We thought that if we scared you, you wouldn't smoke pot. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. 2 eggs go into a frying pan. Did it work? No. We're sorry. We scared you. And what happened in result? You're cynical. You go, yeah, what? You don't like motivational speakers? Come on. You roll your eyes. Whatever. And so you're a generation that we can't fool you. You're not going, woohoo, it's tomorrow. You're going, oh crap, it's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sorry. So we know that about you. But we want you right now in this time to raise above the cynicism and to take on leadership roles. Because you're loyal. You're very loyal. You're loyal to people over organizations. This is cool. You're looking at how people behave, and you attract to people. I like them, I'm supporting them. You're not keen on organizations. So you're very human-centric. You are the generation that has really brought about the changes that are happening, even though we give a lot of it to Gen Y. Gen X, it was you. It was you that said, give it away. It was you that said, I'll share my music. You were Napster before it was even invented. So you've got this idea of giving and sharing and community. So now we need you to come in and step up to the plate.